Hi Raf, I'm doing this video just as a primer for a discussion in regards to the topic. What I'm calling it is, it's a promised video actually for Daniel Tutu, but it's about the thing we learned in Master Life, and I'm calling this, it's about the potential for a new moral life in Christ Jesus and the development of Christian virtues with integrity. And another title could be the structural scaffolding necessary for personal transformation of disciples. And I think that could actually work really well if possible. Anyway, I'm stirred by this article by Peter Selleck, Why is Evangelism So Hard? And he starts off with, first of all, that there's a major presupposition about the Enlightenment philosophy that dominates our culture, and that the experiment of it all was that they wanted to develop a rational universal philosophy for human beings, breaking away from traditions, not working from standard traditions. And in fact, I think it's not just why evangelism's so hard, it's why sanctification never happens. People don't grow to maturity because they actually don't have the scaffolding or the structures in our society that can do that. So it also lends itself to this issue about me focusing in on the various components of an evangelistic outline, a gospel outline, and in particular anthropology. And where Luther and Erasmus had their differences in terms of the bondage of the will, it goes much, much deeper ever since, and that is about human natures, particularly if there's to be the introduction of a new nature by Christ in the believer. The conflict between the old and the new nature, how do we resolve that? So how do we resolve that conflict? And what kind of goals can we set in the context of liberalism? I think Paul said that the goal of his instruction was love from a pure heart, a good conscience and a sincere faith. And I think that involves other people. So it is a communal sense, not an individual sense. Jesus, he really did address the deeper parts, as we know from the Master Life presentation, that he was below the line in terms of the hidden nature of the heart. And so how do we get to the real work of Christ? And that's dealing with the lower levels of attitude, beliefs and virtue, or what we've called I feel, I know, I am. Anyway, it's not what goes into a man, it's what comes out. And so what's at the heart level of the human being, and what virtue is about, the development of the person inwardly, in the deeper parts, not just about the outward performance. He was attacking the Pharisees and the religious leaders because they showed a certain way, but inwardly they were, whitewashed sepulchres. They were graves. Anyway, that's an intro, and I'll come with a second part to this. Okay, bye.